It's Rose Flex and welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, May 16th, 2024, and we have Patty Greer again with us on the show. Patty, thank you so much for being with us today.
It's a pleasure. I always look forward to seeing what huge earrings you're going to have on.
I'm so excited to talk about C60 because I know the benefits that it has helped me with. The biggest one has been energy during the day. I would get like crazy headaches in the middle of the day and I just couldn't even think straight. And I had to stop working and cut back on everything I was doing because my head just hurt so bad and sleeping wouldn't do anything for it. And this was the only product that actually worked and took that away from me completely, like overnight. And so after talking with you about it, like I'm starting to realize that this product has more capabilities than I even understood in the beginning. So how I want to explain how this product works very quickly. It's essentially like carbon. It is carbon. It's the carbon 60 molecule. Think of it as like charcoal. Like everybody puts charcoal into their toothpaste nowadays, or they use like a bentonite clay face mask. It essentially binds to a toxin in your body and then flushes it out of your system. So it's not nothing woo-woo, it's not snake oil, it's just proven science. It's a carbon molecule, but it's infused into an oil, so it's easier for you to ingest it. And then you guys have a Nobel Prize for the cleanliness of your product, which makes it a lot safer as opposed to other products on the market. Am I getting that right?
No, but the molecule won the Nobel Prize in 1996
Oh, right.
for excellence in chemistry, and it did come from our lab, the
Okay.
sample.
Okay, yes. So your product is known for its strength in every bottle, whereas other bottles that you could purchase that would be similar to this product don't have that strength in it. And at least they don't have any way to prove it to you that they do, whereas you do.
Pretty much that also. But what it is a miracle molecule. And it's 60 carbon atoms shaped like a soccer ball. And like you said, very much, for me, I call it a roto-rooter. When you start taking it, basically goes through your system. I talk like a human, not like a scientist. And it clears you out. It's a great detoxifier in the beginning. And for me, because I was dealing with uranium poisoning, I got kind of queasy and then I was like cleared out. So it really does a good cleanse, but it also, like you said, gives you more energy during the day. And if you've got a lot more energy during the day, you're going to typically sleep better at night. Did you find better sleep also?
Yeah, 100%. Like I don't even have to sleep as much and I feel the same effects as a long night's sleep. So on Healthline, I pulled this article up last time and I just want to pull it up one more time. It sounds too good to be true because it is. And this article even explains it to you. It says it sounds like it could be science fiction, but it has the ability to do all of these things, like literally a miracle molecule. So, I mean, the what people have healed on it are endless. I don't know if you want to like go into your story. Your story is the craziest one I've ever heard. But this is Healthline, guys, and so I just want to pull that up because these are like reputable sources that have all of the science and the scholarly articles to prove that this is not woo-woo stuff. This is like real, legitimate, and it works so well. And I'm just mind blown. All right, tell us about your story. Your story is like crazy.
And the product that goes with that article is the opposite of ours.
I'll put a link in the description of our
Probably,
product.
yeah, probably better not even to link that article because it's really interesting when they're not realizing the difference between carbon 60 fullerenes that are industrial grade, which my lab has cells to companies that are making ink, solar cells, batteries, but we don't sell that quality that was in that article you just showed.
So we have the professional from the company here to explain all the details better than Healthline or any other company could.
Well,
you're the real deal.
I mean, there's misleading. They don't mean to. It's the best they got at the time. But the difference of C60 and ESS60, which is what we sell, is a cleaner cleaning process. So industrial grade C60, which a lot of companies sell, unfortunately, is not known to be safe for humans and pets. Ours is. And so what it is a difference of twice the cleaning process, and then you've got ESS60. And that's why we call ourselves C60 Evo, the evolution of the C60 industry. And my partner Chris was so upset with what was going on with the carbon 60 being sold of humans and pets and maybe making people sick, because there are complaints sometimes, but it's not our products. It's industrial grade, and we don't want to be confusing that. So, yeah, so
Yeah,
there's a
that's
big
really
difference.
dangerous. Yeah, I mean, one bad experience and people would be, through the roof. So I'm really glad that you guys have like all the proper machinery to be testing and to be making it as clean and as best as you can.
So my partners have the only lab in the world that's been making carbon fullerenes for 32 years. We are the only lab in the world that makes ESS 60. So there's really no competition as far as a clean carbon 60 fullerene miracle molecule for humans and pets. But you want to look for ESS 60, and our lab has a few outlets that sell it, but C60 Evo has the broadest collection of edible oils, facial serums, hair serums, lip balms, and very soon, one more new product coming out. I can't wait till our next show. I will hope to present it, and you have a little sample on your table, hopefully soon. But we're a company that's learning how to work with other molecules. We've got a couple of products blended with peptides because our scientists are super active, and every batch is tested before it goes out in a very sophisticated machine called high performance liquid chromatography. So when our bottle says 0.8 milligrams per milliliters, that's what you're going to get. And when we tested 22 other products on the market, including the one you showed in that article, they had only 10% of what their bottle claimed and 30% of what their bottle claimed in another flavor. So they don't have the, perhaps, I'm guessing, I don't think they mean to have such low concentration levels, but if you don't have the gear to test your batches, then you don't know what you're putting out. We do. So I want to move forward to talk about amazing testimonials. Now, for you, you said more energy, but I want to hear, because you are such an incredible research. For me, my goal is all you influencers that I respect. It's about research and thoroughness and mental focus. Have you improved that at all since taking this product?
Yeah, 100%. Like I can do more in the day because I'm taking it. Like I don't have the headache. I can think longer, like, for a longer period of time sitting without like needing to take a break because my head hurts or something. So, it's
Awesome.
one of the reasons why I bring you on, because this is just such a great product. And if it can help someone like me, like, who
It can
knows
help
what
someone
else we
like
do.
you. So I remember
So,
when we started, you were complaining about feeling sickly all the time. I haven't heard you say that in a while.
right. It's crazy. Like, it's not like I was eating super unhealthy. I mean, like, I'll have a donut every once in a while, but that's not going to give me a headache. So I don't know what it was. It was probably, something, I don't know, some toxin that it released out of my system. So it's
It certainly
fascinating.
does. Roto-Rooter to the brain and to the organs. I think it really blows you out of all kinds of toxins. So on a lot of shows, we're not allowed to make medical claims, so I'm not going to do that now. But people ask about dementia and Alzheimer's. Can it help? And I can't answer that. I'm not going to answer that. But I'm going to give you an interesting story. My mom is turning 95 in 2 days, and she lives in a place with all these other old people. And they all have their own apartment, and they meet for dinners and breakfast, and they've got mahjong and whatever, and a big library. My mom is 95. She reads a book every 3 days, like a novel, like 100 to 300 pages every 3 days. And whenever
When
I
you were
go,
telling me this, that's
she has to put the book
crazy
down. Yeah. Yeah. And I
for that
watch her
age.
read. Yeah. And I spoke with one of her health advisors and a financial advisor, because when I go out, I kind of check in with all of them. And they're like, she by far is the one with the clearest mind. What is she doing? And I'm like, you know, my mom, me, my kids,
Yeah.
all of us take it. And the mental focus, the mental endurance, you know, for my mom, she's like, oh God, bless her, but Rachel Maddow, really? So when she asks me questions, it's like the opposite of what I believe. So I'm like, Mom, seriously, we're not going to talk about it. So it's an
Mm.
interesting theme because we're both so passionate about what we know we know.
Yeah.
And she just yelled, oh, the economy's better than it's ever been. What do you say about that today? Oh, that's all I have to say is, oh. So, you know, there's reading in and reading
Gas prices.
off CNN, but the point is she's 95. And when my daughter and I walked into her place, I looked at this silver cactus on our way into her apartment. And I said to my daughter, oh my God, when I was 10 years old, we had a Mexican gardener that used to tap those cactus for pokey pokey whiskey or tequila, whatever it was. I wonder if my mom will remember. So we walked in and I said something within minutes. And I said, Mom, those cactus out there reminded me of those big cactus on the hill that our gardener used to tap. She goes, oh, Conception, the pokey pokey. And I was like, I just looked at
So
my daughter
she
like,
has a good memory.
crazy, crazy. I can tell you
Oh,
every phone number since I was 5 or 6 years old. I still remember all phone numbers of all my mom's friends, but the name of somebody I just met a week ago or an hour ago, forget it,
wow.
terrible. But if they gave me their phone number, I'd remember it. So we all have these interesting clicky minds, but the Evo, without a doubt, I think is one of the best brain balancers I've ever had. And now my mom is proof positive at 95, and I'm not making a claim it's going to work for any other older person to fix your brain and help you remember, or if you want to get it for your parents or grandparents to see if they can come back. But my mom's been taking it since I have for 5, 6 years, and she is remarkable.
So I don't even tell the doctors because they just don't understand it and they just get mad because it's nothing that they would be able to recommend to anybody else anyway. So it's like, what can you do? But like I healed my dog's eye with this. Like I would give it to her in her food as like a supplement, in addition to giving her ozonated saline eye drops and a whole bunch of other things like herbal supplements and stuff. And then I would also add in 1.5 ml of the C60 Evo, which is like the recommended dose on the website of how much to give her every day. And like I literally healed her eye ulcer and her uveitis. So the ophthalmologist told us that the uveitis would probably be there forever. And I healed it in a month. And I went back to them. I have it on documentation on paper. So and I brought it to my natural doctor who I can actually tell like the truth about all the stuff that I'm doing to help her. And she's like, I know, go back in their office and yell at them, send them an email. Like they don't listen to me, but she's the one that gets all the other patients from, when you go to a doctor and nothing that they do works, it just keeps getting worse and worse. You go to the natural doctor and she's like, come here, we join the club. I'll have to, tell her this one too. Like, add it to the shelf of products that actually work. It's crazy. But,
I wish we could save a lot of money and driving time to the vets, especially with the C60 Evo. What a simple thing. A few drops in the food. And this is our top selling olive oil with a little bit of bacon essence. The cat formula has salmon essence.
Okay, back up. Can I show you Louder's? So, okay, I'm going to put the comment on the screen. Louder says he couldn't bench at the gym without shoulder pain. And then a few months ago, he couldn't even bench at all. He started taking this for 3 days, and he's now back to benching 100% pain free.
Not.
Oh, sorry, not 100% pain free, but progress in
Awesome.
just
Go
3 days.
easy. Go easy, louder. Work your way back lovingly to your joints and bones and muscles. So that's awesome. Yeah. I mean, you can get really fast results when you're conscious of your body. And the few people that I know, I think a total of two, that say, I don't feel anything, I say to them, do you feel? Or are you so like missing, like so busy in your life that you forget to feel? I think a lot of people forget. They're just kind of semi conscious because they're so busy being out there instead of in here. My son in law, pretty well known guitar player, touring, played. Oh, anyway, he played some big shows, and he had really bad problem in these two fingers, starting to get really stiff. So I gave him some Evo, and he liked the capsules because he didn't like oil. And so he did them for like a week or two. And I said, notice anything? And he goes, yeah, a lot more energy. And I said, anything else? And he goes, not really, just a lot of energy. And I said, any muscles, joints, anything? And he goes, I'm 30, like oh, oh my God. So there it is. It's like when it doesn't hurt, we forget to notice. And I think
Yeah.
I'm in that amazing moment right now. And I want to really encourage people to know that I just lived through 2 full hip replacements. And the second one was only a few months ago. And I just took a trip. I went to Palm Springs and back, and I walked everywhere. I can't even believe I couldn't walk 5 months ago, and I was completely down for the count. And when I went to meet with doctors, the first two looked at my x-rays and they said, this isn't normal. What's wrong with you? And I was like, what do you mean? Thank you very much. And they said, how nobody can walk on bone this long that you've ground into. Anyway, it was worse than bone on bone. And it had been years like that. And they said, it's not even possible. How did you tolerate this level of pain? You're obviously not on heavy drugs because you're fully present. And I said, I'm not on any drugs. I'm on C60 Evo. And I know you haven't heard of it, but my company sells it. So I take a lot of it. And I wake up in the morning and I take this first thing in the morning in my coffee with butter and honey and cinnamon and a big tablespoon of Evo.
Wow.
And it gave me probably 2.5 more years of surviving bone on bone without really hurting. So the surgeons were absolutely astounded. Like they had to go out, come back. We've never seen anybody like you. And it's like, what do you mean? I didn't realize how well it had lubricated this old chassis. I feel like this classic Mercedes that had like Mondo thick lube because I really wasn't in that much terrible pain, but my activities definitely got less and less and less and less. And then I couldn't walk. So I am on round 2 of my life, which is absolutely astounding. I've dealt with some of the lowest, scummiest people in the world because I used to be in the field of ufology. I used to make a lot of movies that won awards, and people didn't like that. They didn't like us telling the truth in times of universal deceit. I think that was the first time they hacked my website. They put a message on from George Orwell in 2013. 11 years ago, they started hacking my Crop Circle Films website because I was telling the truth and filming the UK crop circles without, having somebody with a halter and or a leash around my throat with a choke chain. It's like I was fluid with life like I am now. And I'd rather have you guys tell the heavy stories, and I'll just keep you pumped up, healthy, energized, great focus, and looking gorgeous with the Evo. That's kind of my backstage position now, is keeping all you guys healthy. And boy, does it work.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, back to the hacking thing. I hear that like shadow governments have like 20 years. They're always 20 years ahead of us in terms of technology. So yeah, like it makes total sense that they'd be hacking like so long ago. So I have a really dry hand and I wanted to save it for this example. I just put some Evo like on this side of my hand, and then you can see it's still dry over here, and just like you can sort of see the difference
I
between the two,
can.
where it's like, so that's a good example there. It literally looks like two different skin colors almost. But this is literally just moisturized, and this is just dry and cracking and painful actually too. Like I've been itching it all day because it hurts. But moisturized. And like what I love about this, as opposed to just like, why not just use a coconut oil or olive oil from a bottle? This just cleans up. Like it's not even like the oils in the bottle that are like heavy and will clog your pores. So for people that are wanting to use this as a topical for skincare, like the facial serum, if you're following like a skincare routine, you want to use it as the oil-based serum step of your routine. So I started getting into skincare really strictly recently, and I use this in the oil-based serum step. Right, so you have your cleansing, your toning, and then if you want to use an acid or something, then you want to use it for your oil-based serums. And I also sometimes use it in replace of vitamin C because it has more antioxidant capacity to protect your skin from UV rays and sun damage. Because my skin is so sensitive to vitamin C, which is like if you look up like if you just go on Google and type in like good skincare routine in YouTube, all the top estheticians say vitamin C, use vitamin C on your skin, vitamin C. I started using it. I couldn't figure out why my skin was beet red every day. And now I
Oh,
figure out it's because I have sensitive skin, and vitamin C, normal people are fine with it. My skin's just too sensitive. So I'm like, okay, great. What other product can I use that will protect my skin from the sun and it's not vitamin C? It's Evo. So people with sensitive skin, great
yay.
product. Yeah.
Yay. So it's got an unusual group of ingredients, 21 organic, natural, vegan ingredients. You can lick it. It's got a base of chia seed oil. I don't know any other product that's a facial serum with that in it. I had a naturopath, God, what is she? She's written all these books on natural foods and remedies, raw cooking, raw foods, not
Mm-hmm.
cooking, but raw foods, recipes. And she looked amazing. And I said, "What are you doing on your face?" Chia seed oil. And I was at an appointment with her to create this formula, which is completed. The final item is a rosemary oil. So it's got this essence that you just can't miss. It's really, really,
I'm
I
smelling
think
it
this
right now.
wonderful smell.
It's
So I just
amazing.
ran out of mine this morning and I'm banging it on just trying to get a few more dots out of it. So this is what
It
it
could even
comes.
be used as like a. I know it's just like an essential oil, but it could almost even be used as a perfume. Like people notice this smell when I wear it around them too. They're like, what
Right?
is that? It's like,
The essence is gorgeous and it
yeah.
makes a really neat gift. So the guys at the lab created this beautiful box: revive, replenish,
Oh, I
rejuvenate.
love that box. Look at
Isn't
that.
that
That's
fun?
so cute.
That's how it
Yes.
comes. So it's kind of a neat gift to give people. And this is the gift I'm giving myself because I just ran out. I
Yeah.
think it's my favorite product along with my morning coconut oil that goes in my coffee. This
Yeah.
is my daily regime every day, morning and night. And I don't do all those other toners and things, but I'm more than twice your age. And amazing. Can I buy it in Europe? You can buy it all over the world. C60 Evo has an amazing shipping department, 5 days a week. We ship out Monday through Friday all over the world. The only country that won't let us ship olive oil is Greece because they make olive oil. So that's
Mm.
a really funny thing, but everything goes everywhere else. So facial serums, 3 different flavors of edible oils that are really potent and wonderful. There's the olive oil, which is the strongest, and this was actually what received the Nobel Prize in 1996 was this miracle molecule, the ESS60 from our lab. There was also a very famous toxicity test in 2012. This was the formula. It came out of our lab and it proved that, I'm sorry to say, they're lab rats. They lived 90% longer than the test group and they died without any tumors. The two things about these results is they died without any tumors. Knock, knock. To me, that's more important than anything else. I'm not making a claim because we can't, but wow, what an amazing thing to happen. The other thing was that the rats lived 90% longer than the control group, and that is the longest test results of any longevity lab animal test in history. So you've got famous tests that get you 19% longer with some huge mega $1 million thing. ESS 60 is 90% extension. When I look at my mom, she's 95 and she's had 4 hip replacements, 1 knee, 1 ankle, 2 cataracts, ear sounding, whatever you call those ear things. I mean, she is so bionic right now, but a brain like a steel trap. I just look at her as wow, amazing. But what I just lived through, being hit with a directed energy weapon 7 years ago, almost killed, but made it. And 5 years ago, some jerk hit my garage with uranium poison and in a vial, and I didn't notice. And so 6 weeks later, that almost cooked me. I was sicker than crap and moved out of that house and survived barely. But I've been taking the Evo ever since. And I would say I'm 100% back. And then these 2 surgeries, and I'm just like, boom, I'm over it. I can't believe how strong I feel. And my mind never stopped. Like I can tell you, every person in the surgery room, I remember every corner. It's like, oh, come on, let my brain rest. So I need to chill, maybe back off on my Evo intake. But it really is fun being able to keep up with people like you.
Well, I'm glad that I can keep up with people like you who, you're the OG researcher. You've been in this since before I was born. I mean, you were writing documentaries, going out into the field and doing research with scientists about some of the world's most pressing topics. I mean, you're a legend. On top of working with Evo and their lab.
Thank
So
you.
I'm just blessed to have you on this channel in general. I
Thank
mean,
you. You
yeah.
know what's interesting is that people that knew me got kind of scared because I was dealing with really awful entities that would do these things to an elder woman just because she knew stuff. But it's behind me now, so I could give a crap. But the interesting thing is that I look at all the people we work with now, and you guys all look so healthy, so present, such good skin. I look at my partner Chris, and he's just like anti-aging because every show we do, he's like, "Oh, let me show you how to use this one." Okay, Patty, you talk while I squirt, squirt, drip, drip. And he's always like putting the stuff on. And every time I look at him, he looks younger. Guy's 55 and is like, "Are you getting carded? Like what, you know?" And I'm 70 and my skin's getting better. But, to have the ability to walk after not walking, what I learned in this chapter of people trying to kill me and me saying, not gonna happen, and then owning C60 Evo with the 2 guys that own the lab, it's like karma has come around in a really amazing way that I feel like it couldn't be better because I've got the audience, I've got the balls to contact you and all the other influencers. Roseanne Barr does our products. I could name a list of really cool people, but unless they say yes, you can say my name, I don't. But we're selling to a lot of high frequency, brilliant people because we're resonating now at a higher level where people are choosing, do you want to be sick or do you want to be well? Do you want to have your mind all goofy, scared, or do you want to be on top of things? Because we're moving into a chapter where people better get it that this is a silent war, and your neighbors might not know, but you do, I do, And I don't want my kids to be scared, and I don't want my grandkids to have any idea that it's this bad, but it's not this bad as long as you go out and listen to the birds chirp and you remember that there's ways to bring our health back. And for me, this is like CBD was 15 years ago. You know, it was way early. People are going, oh, it's marijuana. CBD is a hemp. You know, it's like a hemp plant. You know, why don't you say it's a marigold and get mad about it? You know, um, but now we're the new kind of CBD. And it's not carbon 60, C60, because that's industrial. It's ESS 60. And my partner Chris, you know, when we started working together and we moved the evolution of the C60 industry into a cleaner, edible version for people and pets, he would make me put a quarter in the swear jar every time I'd say C60. Because he's going, we're not C60. I'll sell that to ink and photocell companies, but I won't sell to people that are going to make oil and sell it to customers because we don't want people getting sick.
Now, you guys get large purchase orders from facilities that treat some illnesses that doctors would say are incurable, correct?
Yep, and we're not allowed to make claims, so it must be a coincidence that 5 different Big C clinics have reordered dozens. Dozens. And when people reorder dozens, I usually call them and say, hi, thank you for being a great customer. How are you selling so much? Well, we're a clinic and we help people that are really dealing with harsh things. And I say, do you sell it to them or what? And they say, daily protocol. Touch my heart. So I'm not saying it
If
cures
that's
it.
not proof within itself, I don't know what is.
The testimonials, if people looked at our website and just went through the testimonials, that's proof that it worked for that person with that issue. For me, the elder thing that ruins people's brains, the fact that my mom is by far ahead of all of her friends at this facility. Her financial advisor said, I've got a lot of clients that age. Nobody like your mom. It's the Evo. And she loves the facial serum. My favorite thing is when she calls me and says, I'm out of oil. So I had to bring her some more face serum. Oh, you've got the big bottle.
I have so much. I have so much. It's ridiculous.
Show them what the box looks like when you get it.
I don't want to open them because I just love like the way that they are wrapped and they're so fun to like open and twist out. Okay, so I have probably one of the chapsticks in every drawer of my house and in every purse that I own. I love the smell of them. I love the way that they glide on so smoothly. I don't have to apply it as frequently throughout the day as I do with other chapsticks because they actually work. So I have the peppermint here and then the blue one. I'm not sure what that
Unflavored.
One is off the top of my head. Unflavored. There we go.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, I have little bottles. I have big bottles. This is like a half opened box. So half of this stuff is downstairs in my kitchen and in my bathroom. But yeah, I love like all the fun different wrapping papers. This is actually a good point to bring up. So like if you buy a big box of products for like, let's say you're having some for yourself and then you're giving some to family, you know, you want to have some extra birthday gifts stocked up just in case and give one to your new neighbor and this and that, you know. You can do that because everything's like individually wrapped. So like you just take it out of the box, it's already wrapped, and then you just like, you know, stick it into the stocking, you know, stick it into the little individual boxes. Everything has its own little package. So I like that. And then also it has a little description with it. So like if somebody looks at it and they're like, what do I do with that? Thanks, but what do I do with that? You say, well, here you go. Here's your little description card. So yeah. And then they have the description here for which amount to give for your dog per their body weight. And if you're doing it for a cat or if you're doing the hair renewal serum. And so like I already had one here and I just cut it off and you give it like that. That's how I do it at least. So, yeah, you will never be confused, and everything's here. So,
I
oh,
love
thank
it.
you, Justice.
Yeah, it's like getting a
Okay.
nice present when you get it because they're all individually wrapped and colorful. We do mixed dozens where you'd get 3 of each flavor, 4 of each flavor, because there's 3 flavors of oil. And
Mm-hmm.
if you get a mixed dozen, it's 25% off. And no matter what you buy, if you use the code RISFLEX at checkout, you're going to get 10% off no matter what you buy at the end. So we have all kinds of discounts. If you sign up for a monthly subscription, you save 20% off every order. You can cancel tomorrow or the next day, but most people don't. This is my flavor. I'm all into the MCT coconut oil. First thing in the morning in your coffee or tea, it's like, it's the way I start my day. And that way I don't forget my Evo. If I
And you
put it in my
consider
coffee.
everything with the dark wrapping too to protect it from the light. Like you guys, you have it all.
Yeah,
By the way,
don't put it in a window, no direct sun. Don't stick it next to an oven or stove, no direct heat, and it'll last for 2 to 3 years from the time you open it.
you could just like, I guess, put it in the fridge until you're ready to use it.
Nope,
Why
just a
not?
dark cabinet. We don't recommend the fridge.
Hmm.
But
Someone
if you
also was saying that my hair is growing a lot faster right now than it used to. I don't know if that has any correlation, but I'm not really doing anything else different other than this. So,
hair, fingernails grow faster.
yeah. Yeah, could be.
So Michael Jaco got bit at 6 years old by a crab, and he had a broken toenail that kind of went up like a ridge for 60 years. Nothing would fix it. All of a sudden, he's been taking the Evo for years. His toenail finally healed.
I love that
Like,
story.
what
I
are
think
the
that's one of my favorites.
chances? So, head to toenail, C60 Evo works. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
the basic normal benefits are you take it in the morning, best to take before noon. You have energy all day long, and you sleep better at night. You have mental focus, mental balance. And in a world like we're in today, mental balance, I think, is going to be more important than ever to achieve effortlessly. You just take it on a spoon in the morning, and you're done. Like, it's so easy.
yeah. My big one is like the headache that you get in the middle of the day because you had like a hard night's sleep. You didn't get much sleep. Um, I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if it even has any correlation to the amount of sleep that I get.
Are you sleeping more now that you're taking the Evo?
I'm sleeping less. Just because I have a busy life, I don't have time to sleep any longer than I used to, but I feel better
That's
because I'm
what's
taking so
important.
yeah. Yeah, like I don't have that headache, which is huge. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, when we started, I remember you were dealing with a lot of health stuff.
I
Knuckle,
know.
knuckle.
I
High
know.
five
Found
on
it.
you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Uh,
Well, I think the whole purpose, which has really been fun for me and my very straight nerd science partners, and I'm like this wild hippie chick from Boulder, Colorado that went running around crop circles and rode around on a Harley for 10 years. And I'm just wild compared to them. But when we met, they knew that I brought the audience to the C60 world and now the ESS 60 world, now that we've evolved it to be a better product for people and pets. And they're the ones with the lab. So it was a really easy joining. And when we contacted each other in 2019, they were like, really? You want to be partners? How soon can we fly you here? And can we send you an NDA in a half hour? And they did it. They were on. So we became partners quickly, and the line has really grown because they're trusting me. Like the face product really works. And in the beginning, I was saying, let me do a facial thing because I'm doing this, I'm rubbing it, my hands are better, and I put it on my face, and I take the spoon and I rub it off the spoon, I put it on my face, and my skin's so much better. And I did ride probably 50,000 miles on a Harley no windshield, no helmet, a lot of screaming. And my skin, was like, yeah, my
I'm
skin
just
took a
picturing.
my skin took a beating. Oh, 5 years Sturgis. Yeah. Like the cleanest girl with the whitest teeth. But yeah, I rode the circle a few different years on my way to Canada. But if we don't live life, ain't nobody going to live it for us. And the one thing about Evo that Chris and I always talk about when I was hurting, oh, thank you guys. Ear. Um, is that life isn't fun when you feel like crap. And the last few years, I felt like crap. It really kind of hurt. And it also really hurt to know that people tried to take me out because I was honest. Like, it wasn't like I was going after them. Some people are just so scared of integrity because they have none. And I dealt with it. And it's just shocking who these people are and that they haven't been flushed down a toilet. But I trust that we're going to have a big flush in DC. And I did make a complimentary offer, which still goes today, that without my partners being asked, I will offer an 8-ounce bottle for free, $180 each without discount, to everybody in Congress that's willing to take C60 Evo every day for a month. And it'll be like sodium pentothal. Everybody in Congress, I want them all on Evo so that they all come clean.
I have a feeling that they already drank the gold juice and they ain't trying to do anything to help themselves, let alone help other people.
Well,
But
then
we'll
we have to
see.
just do the big flush.
Yeah, just drain the swamp.
But this morning, sitting out in my outdoor spa, looking at the hill and listening to the birds, I got reminded of what I always forget, which is that life isn't just the news that I watch repeatedly, constantly, neurotically, because I care about what's going on in the world. And when I was out there listening and realizing, oh my God, all my bird feeders are really paying off. So glad I filled the water even because now I get to sit here and listen to this complete symphony of
Oh.
nature and quit being such an uptight news hoe, you know. I mean, I am. I used to have a channel called Info Whores.
Did you really?
Yeah. It's still available, Info
Oh my
Whores.
god. I wanna trademark. That's a great name.
It was. I was kind of, bumping on Alex, and it was mine. Oh, I interviewed the guy that started Anonymous. I should introduce you. Anonymous. Remember the beginning of conspiracy theories?
Yeah, a couple people contacted me that like claimed that they were him, but I don't know if it was him.
He's
So
him.
I'm curious what one you are talking about.
The pirate.
I don't know who
I
that is.
I'll introduce you, and then you'll know and
Okay.
you'll see what you think. But
Okay, yeah.
your research, I think, is really over the top, and I think I'm
Thank you.
delighted to be working with you. And I really love it that you love the products because when I met you, you already had beautiful skin and a lot of energy, but you had bad headaches and you were feeling really crappy. I don't hear you say that anymore. You're on fire on the shows. Your earrings get bigger and heavier, even though the wind could blow them. Um,
My hair is growing out of control.
well, see, that's the thing. I also work with Alfred Lambermont Weber. The guy's 81. He's been taking C60 Evo for 5 years, and his hair, first show, a year later, and now his hair at 81 years old is as long as yours, but it goes beyond where the camera can see. So his hair is longer than yours, and he wrote 4 novels last year, hundreds of pages each. Really
Yeah, it was
overperforming on C60 Evo.
it's
Yeah.
really impressive. Yeah, especially that age. Because I mean, from my experience up until this point, I had thought that hair slows down growth as you get older. But now I'm starting to think that might not be the case. Like, I don't know.
Well, it depends what you're taking. Our products take it,
Yeah.
shall we say, over the top. We do have a facial serum and a hair serum that's a two-part thing, and it has a peptide that goes with it. And it's a two-part, and you massage your head. For people that got the flu thing and lost a bunch of hair, got the needle in the arm thing, lost a bunch of hair, whatever.
Mm.
I got the flu thing, lost a bunch of hair. I looked at this giant spider in my drain. I was like, what the hell's that? It was my hair. It wasn't a spider. It's
Mm.
like, oh, God. And so I called the lab and they said, we're already on it and we've got a peptide. So the reason these are two-part, the face and the hair serums, is so we didn't have to add chemicals or emulsifiers. So 2 squirts, 2 pumps of this, 4 drips of that, which that instruction thing shows. You massage kind of with your fingernails your head before you get in the shower to open the pores, get your hair all wet and then you put this on and just leave it in and go to bed. So
Wow.
you mix it in your hand, freshly activate, and then put it on your pores in your hair. And I had 3 weeks of this product, and I haven't needed it since. And a lot of people are having impressive hair growth. You didn't even use it, but you take the edible oil. Alfred only takes the edible oil, but people with thin hair or thinning hair, which is happening to a lot of people, C60 Evo Youth. Let's see, this one's called Hair Renewal Duo. And the facial one with the peptide is C60 Evo Youth Renew Duo. And then the one part is the advanced facial serum. And they're all really good for your skin. And when you're taking it on the inside in the morning and you put it on your skin as well, you're going to get really, really good results. Capsules, like I said, people that travel, it won't get taken out of your suitcase if you've got a baggie of these. But a
Oh.
bottle of oil might get taken out of your suitcase. I didn't introduce the avocado oil yet, but this is Roseanne Barr's favorite, and Ann Vandersteel. They make avocado toast with sliced avocado on a toasted toast and a little mayo or butter, whatever, and this drizzled on top with sea salt. They swear by it. So all the oils have varieties of recipes, but the best recipe to get it done is a spoon, pour it in, put it in your mouth. And if the olive oil is strong for you, which it was for me in the beginning because I'm not Italian or Greek, I would chase it with water. And now I taste it and love it and appreciate that the reason it has a flavor is because it's really high quality olive oil. So lucky me, my partners do all of that. They order all the stuff, they make it all at the highest level of quality because our lab is the only one in the world that big that's been making carbon 60 fullerenes for decades. There's a lot of people trying to keep up. With all due respect, I'm trying to be polite. Please don't pull that article up again. There's just companies that are not behaving properly, is a nice way to say it. We're not proud, but we're proud of what we're doing. And that's why it's ESS 60, so that we avoid that other discussion, because it's just a different level of quality, integrity, and ultimately honor.
Yeah, well, what I like to do is look at the people that are doing the research, and find out what's driving them. And when you find out that the people are like you, just looking for the ultimate truth, it's also a great indicator that we've both came to the same conclusion in finding something that actually works, right? So you've done all the research in your life on other areas of interest, other categories, and then this is just one of them. And this is the company that you've found to be the best at what they do. Speaking of like the other research that you've done, where can we find those videos and stuff of like the research that you did there?
My Crop Circle movies?
Yeah.
CropCircleFilms.com. Crop Circle Films with an S.com. You can stream the movies for a week for $5 or buy DVDs. I have the whole collection set. It's all original music. I used to be a musician, played harp, and so I did pretty much all the soundtracks, and movies
You
are
played the
very
harp?
organic. Yeah, I did.
I've always wanted
33.
to learn how to play a harp. They're
Oh,
such a beautiful instrument,
really
you
hard
know?
thing to haul around to gigs. I will tell you, I was so jealous of the flautist with the little flute. And I've got this
Mm.
friggin' harp. Hi, can you two people help me haul my harp? Can you help me get it out of my
Aw.
car? Thing was huge.
I had one other friend who his mom had a harp. Like they had a huge, beautiful house, and they had a harp like right in the center of this circle room that had these big windows, ceiling to floor, just
Ooh.
like a harp right in the center. And like I
Gold.
never saw her actually play it, but I can just envision her like laying there on the lounge chair, like like in this huge mansion.
Well,
Life
I
goals.
will tell you, my music videos are on YouTube. May peace prevail on earth. May
Look up right
peace
now.
prevail on earth. It's a music video that I wrote a long time ago. I filmed a bunch of wildlife. Last time I was in love, living in Telluride. And the music video is really juicy.
Oh, I
Yeah.
found it. Should I put it in the comments?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
from
it's
Patty
really,
Greer Films.
it's pretty wonderful music video. And also, Love Heals. Wait, which is the major harp video? Probably that one.
I just put it in the
Um,
comments.
yeah, I've got a couple of music videos with the harp.
That's so beautiful.
So yeah, and then I go to make movies right before you could carry a 1 ounce iPhone with you, and I had like this huge monster movie camera and a really heavy tripod, and I had this wonderful backpack, but I couldn't haul that much weight on my back, so I've got this pro backpack with my movie camera, my tripod on a dolly, through the crop circles,
Mm.
like pulling a dolly. Oh God, it was pretty funny. So old school, and but the
Do you still
movies won
have
a
one?
lot of awards, huh?
Do you still have a harp?
No,
No.
nope. I don't even want to talk about that story because that was another unbelievable bad man
Mm.
poisoned me with
Mm.
mercury fillings, and I lost the use of my fingertips, and that was 20
Oh
years
my goodness.
ago. Yeah, no, I had to stop playing the harp because I had all these cuts on my hands from mercury poisoning.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been misbehaving. I mean, if we look at what's going on Earth right now, and we look at the Earth herself as if she's alive, which she is, and we realize the Earth communicates with us in these plasma fields of energy, be it a crop circle written down in a physical manifestation or just an energetic pulse where everybody feels enlightened, or whatever it is that the Earth herself wants us to feel. Those of us that are still willing to feel are going to feel an awful lot going on now. But like I said this morning, when I went out and listened to the bird symphony, and I realized how much focus I have on the dark stuff going on because I'm one of the healing team. And I got to keep finding influencers to rescue you guys so you all stay well and wise and stay up late doing your homework and get out the shows. I mean, it's a really interesting time we're in. And when my friends and kids say, "Oh, stop it, you should just relax and be a normal person," it's like,
Mhm.
no, not this week.
Tried that. It's boring.
Not going to happen. We got work to do. So I'm so grateful for you. You're doing the work. I'm doing the work. And the groovy
Oh.
people are getting together. So you know what? C60 Evo is going to get us to the finish line, at least on my end. And I'm just watching you roll. You are one of those young people that's going to do wonders. And your shows are a
Oh.
constant surprise. When the title looks like it could be like the other three, it's like, where did she find that? You just keep surprising me, and I watch a number of you guys, and it's like, I'm
Oh.
okay. What's Riz doing tonight? Badass. What earrings? Oh, great ones. So you are fun, super fun.
Oh, thank you so much. I know I haven't been posting as much this month as I would like to. I have a lot going on this month, but I hope to pick it back up again in June. And there's a lot of exciting stuff going on, and I'm so glad that I found C60 at the time that I did, or else I don't think like I would be able to be doing as much as I am doing now with just how much I can get accomplished in a day. It really just impresses me, and it's like all to this product. So
Yay.
Yeah.
You are healthier, and it just makes me happy as could be.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm sure people can even tell too that my clarity, like my mental focus is a little bit more on. I feel like in the past I used to sort of stutter and like forget my train of thought. It's all good. It's I live stream. I don't like edit afterwards or I don't have a script, so you literally just see what is in my brain. Blah, vomited
Which
onto the
are.
screen. So,
Well, it's
yeah.
educational and it's not BS. And that's what's important. Thank you for your work.
Oh, thank you so much for bringing us this great product. Thank you for all of the research that you have done for humanity. I'm linking your crop circle films. I'm going to link c60eva.com/wristflex. Let's see, anything else? Is that it? We'll do those two.
When they check out, if they buy something, make sure and use WristFlex, the code, at
Okay.
checkout so that you get another 10% off. And we know that it's a friend or Wrist that is making the purchase.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Patty, so much for coming on the show with us today. Hopefully, we can have you on again sometime. I love when we can do these chats. It's so informational. Ugh. I learn so much from you every single time about the product that I'm already taking, and it's
Awesome.
so exciting. Yeah.
Well,
And I love bringing people this product.
next time I think I'm going to bring my partner Chris, and he can do the nerd science for us.
Yes, I love all the information that he can bring too. He's wealth of knowledge.
All right, so that's next time.
Yes. Next
Okay.
time.
Meanwhile, use the
All
discounts
right.
and use the codes. Oh, yeah, that facial serum, edible oil facial serum. It's called the Inside and Out set. It's going to get people really good benefits.
All right. Stay healthy, y'all. Stay blessed. Stay safe. And take care of your family and your friends. And do good to everyone, y'all. Bella loves this
Amen.
product too. Aww. Amen. All right. Info whore.
That's me.
That's you. Can you make more?
Can you make more? Oh, we're going to keep making more and more. We got enough to hold you over. All right. Well, thank you so much. And until next month, stay well and get younger.
All right. Take care. Bye.